Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast. My name is Thor, and I'm struggling here, kids, but I'm here for you, and I'm here for the podcast. Episode 162 of the podcast. Universe's #1 podcast. We've been voted 7 years running. We've only been doing it for 3. So we're very excited about that. Sitting across the table from me, wearing his goofy shirt in honor of my recent vacation, we've got Bubby. Hi, Bubby. And then joining us on the airwaves out there on parts unknown, it's Amanda.
Hi,
Amanda. Welcome to the podcast. Anybody have a good week?
Slow.
Okay.
I took an extra day off work, so.
Okay. Oh, crap. Man,
Slow.
posting pictures.
Nothing.
Fun.
Nothing happened.
As you can tell, I'm a little under the weather, so this episode's going to go one of 3 ways. We're going to make it through. That's what we're shooting for. Or you're going to hear a loud thump as I pass out. Or you're going to hear Bubby start...
And we'll carry on.
Huh? And you'll carry on?
We'll carry on.
Or I'll throw up, and then Bubby will start screaming, and then they'll have to end the podcast. One of the 3 things is going to happen. I'm hoping for the first. Amanda, what is this? Amanda sent us a picture of what I can only describe as a van that you will definitely get kidnapped in. Where did you see this van, Amanda?
Look at what it says on the side.
Dr. E. Brown Enterprises, 24-hour scientific services, and on the back appears to be a wizard in a wizard hat.
Do you know what this side is from?
No.
Bubby, do you?
Dr.
No.
E. Brown Enterprises, 24-hour scientific services. I do not know what this is from.
It's from Back to the Future.
Oh, what's the picture on the back then? Because that makes no sense.
I think it's a different thing.
Okay.
But the whole thing was a brand new experience for me. And then I was like, I want to know what scientific services are and why you need them 24 hours a day.
And then you looked up Dr.
And so
Brown.
I Googled it and it was like, that's from, is his name Doc Brown?
Doc Brown, And Marty.
And Back to the Future. And I was like, oh.
Marty, we got to go to the future.
I didn't know that.
It's your kids, Marty. Okay, well, this guy's got a lot going on. I like him. I like his wizardness. I like his Dr. Brown. He's probably got a flux capacitor in that thing, traveling to and from the future. Good for him.
88 miles an hour.
88 miles. I'm going to almost guarantee that van probably doesn't get up to 88 miles.
Probably no.
It's got a governor on it just so you can't time travel.
Probably.
It was going really fast. I had a hard time getting up close enough to take a picture. So,
but you didn't see like flame shoot out and then it just disappear?
No.
Okay. Have you seen those movies, Amanda?
No.
Okay. That math checks out. There's a weird sticker on the back of it.
I can't see it. I tried to make it out.
Yeah, it's like a wizard with a stick over his head and then like a bunch of, I don't know what's going on there. So,
friend Ted thinks it was Gandalf with a bunch of hobbits.
Okay. I could see that. That's possible.
It says Highlander, so I thought maybe it had something to do with the show Highlander. But
Or the show or the movie, Bubby? Which one do you know?
The show?
Okay, there's also a movie, The Highlander, starring former 007 Sean Connery. It's real weird, that movie. Amanda, you got anything you want to talk about? Because I got a bunch of stuff on my list.
No.
Okay, so I went on vacation, as we had established before. I was going down to Florida, do some theme park funning. So we went down, left middle of last week, flew down there on Allegiant because, I like riding on a bus in the sky, and that's the best way to get on a bus in the sky is to ride Allegiant. They were like, hey, if you can do us a favor, and when you're leaving, go ahead and cross your seatbelts over top of each other in your chair. That would help us out a lot. I was like, for $12, I will be willing to do that because you didn't give me a free drink. You wanted to charge me $12, so now I'm going to charge you $12.
Right.
Or free drink, one of the two. But anyway, flew down there, picking up our rental car. We go to the rental car place to get the rental car, and they say, hey, we got this Kia, I don't know, little like a Rogue or whatever it is, it's just a little Kia SUV. So I would go out to the parking lot and get it, and I open up the back door to put the luggage in, and I am accosted by a cloud of weed smoke just pouring out of it. Just like, oh, dear Lord, what has happened in the... Cheech and Chong had rented that one and been kept it for like a month. So just weed scent coming out of the car. And I was like, oh, no, thank you. And I just closed the back door.
Or the employee last time they drove it.
Right. So I go back inside and I was like, can I get one of these that doesn't smell like weed? And she goes, oh, sorry about that. Some people have more fun on vacation than others. And I'm like, okay. She goes, I'll get you another one, same car. So she gives me the keys to the next car. So I go out to the car and we put our luggage in. It does not smell like weed smoke, so we're good to go. We hop in the car, put the key, take the key and put it in the ignition. Okay. That's not a thing that happens anymore, but I did it. Put the key in the ignition, turn the key, click.
Nothing.
All the lights come on. All the stuff comes on. There's a warning about needs an oil change. And then something about the EV needs to be charged. And I'm like, EV? I was like, this is a regular-ass car, lady. And so I turned it off. I was like, it's just me. And I'm looking around for like a button I'm supposed to be hitting or anything. I'm like, no, it doesn't seem to be. Click. Huh. Like 3 more times. Click. Nothing. Take it all out. Sit for a second. Put it back in. Click. I'm like, okay. I don't know what's happening here.
Is it in gear?
Nope. Not in gear. Just not doing anything. Mad about this EV needs to be charged. So I'm like, I go back inside. I'm like, can I get one that runs and doesn't smell like weed? Is that possible? And she goes, I'm going to not give you a Kia anymore. She goes, those are just cursed.
Apparently.
I'm going to get you this Volkswagen Tiguan or whatever it's called. She goes, and I'm going to go get it and drive it up here because at this point she thinks I'm an idiot. And I might be, but...
Or you jinxed.
Or I'm jinxed or one of the things. So she goes to get the car and brings it up and drops it off for us. And we hop in the car and off we go. Now, we were good to go with this car. This car was nice, driving it around, doing great. Day 2. The fan under the dash decides that it's just going to go all the time. I looked it up, and it's like a fan that cools the turbo in the vehicle, and it will run. Like even when the car's not running, it'll still run. So you'll turn off the car, and you just hear.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
And I was like, this is so annoying. And I was like, the only thing I could do. I'm not driving back to Sanford at this point to return this car for number 3. So I was like, we're just going to drive with the whir.
Yeah.
And so we turn the radio up loud, drown it out, and we're fine. So. We do good. Our first park we go to is, and you've done all the parks, right? You and the family,
except for Universal.
Okay, yeah. So we went to Hollywood Studios. Okay, and I have not been to Hollywood Studios as we've established previous to this point. Tower of Terror had not been built yet.
Wow,
that was the last time I was there.
That was a long time ago.
Pleasure Island was open the last time I was there. Okay, so. It's all new to me, right? We're gonna have a good time.
Do it all.
So rope drops at 9. We're gonna show up and do the rope drop. Amanda, when you go to Hollywood Studios, what's your go-to?
Like what do I go to first?
Yeah, what do you go to first?
Toy Story Mania, so I can do it at least twice in a day.
Okay. Bubby, when you went, what was your first thing you did?
Rock and Roller Coaster.
Okay. I made a terrible mistake. I said, because we got there a little before actual rope drop, but early admission was happening. So as we're walking in, I see that Star Tours is open. I was like, let's hop on Star Tours. That'll be fun. I had not eaten breakfast yet. And we hop into Star Tours, and it starts going, and it does the initial big drop out of the Star Tours. And I went, oh, no. This is orange all over again.
Yeah, it can be.
So but Jordan looks at me and she goes, is this that other ride again? I'm like, no, I think we're okay. And we were fine. But for a hot second there, I thought we'd freaking Mission to Mars did again.
Yeah.
So we went over and did Rise of the Resistance and the Millennium Falcon.
Awesome.
Yep. Rise of the Resistance is good. We had a great time on that. Millennium Falcon, I was, of course, in the back as an engineer, which means I hit the one button when it lights up.
Right.
Oh, engineer on the left side, hit your button. Beep, beep. And then you just wait. And the engineer on the right side, and my wife's paying no attention. She's the other engineer.
Okay.
They're like, engineer on the right side, hit your buttons. And she's like, what? And I'm like, hit the button. She goes, which one? I was like, the only one that's lit up. And she goes, oh, beep. And so we get the cargo, and then she gets to pick where we're going. And there's 3 options, and she just jams them all. She's like, blah, 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 blah. I go, which one did you pick? She goes, I don't know what I'm supposed to be picking. And I was like, perfect. So we end up, I think, in the Death Star. We end up at the Death Star. And then we get off, and everybody got a high score. So yay, us.
Was that the one with the? They have the new overlay. Not Yoda.
Baby Groot.
Getting Grogu.
Yeah, Grogu.
Yeah.
Not Baby Groot. Baby Yoda. Yeah. Yes, he's in there,
Okay.
and he's yelling at me about stuff, and the guy in the front's yelling at me about stuff, and mostly I'm just hitting the beep. I hit the button when it's my turn. So we had a good time on that.
Red Resistance is cool though.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I like the. It's too many animatronics. Like
There's a lot.
there's a lot of animatronics there, but we had a good time. My favorite part is just watching the little cars drive around on their own. That's my favorite part. It's just, you're in. They eventually put you in the vehicle and the self-driving vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm just watching all the other vehicles drive around too, and I'm like, this is actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how you're doing this. The Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, same thing.
Yeah.
You're just riding that thing.
Yeah.
So then we go over and we're headed over to Rock and Roller Coaster. We're gonna get on Rock and Roller Coaster
With the Muppets.
with the Muppets, Bubby. I'm so excited. I love the Muppets, right?
Yeah.
So we single rider that. Probably a bad idea, but we single rided her anyway.
Yeah.
And we get in there and we see the pre-show and we get in there. Jordan rides first, then I'm behind her. I get in the train and I go and they go, okay, pull down your lap bar. And I pull down the lap bar and it stops where it is straight out. Like, it does not come down over top of over my shoulders. It is straight out. And I'm like, uh-oh. And so I like scoot down as low as I can get in that chair, and I get like 2 more clicks. Click, click. That's it. So that bad boy is still pretty much straight out. And I look at the guy like doing the ride, and he looks at me and he goes, you'll be all right. I'm like,
I don't know.
and then the lady in the car in front of us, she gets clicked down, click, 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 just a regular lady, click, click, click. And then we're all waiting. And then the girl has to come up and she gives the thumbs up. And on this ride, thumbs up means we done screwed up.
No.
And so somebody has to come and release the thing so they all go back up. And then she clicks down again. And then we wait. And then the lady comes back and does the thumbs up again. And we have to release them all again. I don't know what she's doing. Like, she's trapping herself in there, or she's got her arm like through the middle. I don't know what she's doing. But she jacked it up 3 times. So finally, click, click, click. And then we get to the thing where we're about to do the launch of the coaster. And he goes, okay, put your head back against the headrest. And I lean my head back against, and then I realize the headrest hits me right about my neck. And there is nothing above that where I am sitting. And I'm like, oh no, I've made
You'll be fine.
terrible mistake. And so on your mark, get set, whiplash. That's what I got there. Just whoosh.
Yeah.
Just whipped out of the gate and just like nothing to rest my head again. So I'm just bang, 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 bang all the way
0 to
through
60
that.
in 3 seconds.
Yeah. And so I get off that ride and I'm like, I don't feel. And my wife's like waiting in the like gift shop for me. And she goes, I don't want to do that again. I was like, I don't want to do that again either. That was 0 fun for me. But then we went and saw the Disney Villain Show.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, you have not seen it?
It's new within like the last year.
Oh, Amanda, have you seen this show?
I saw it.
Okay.
I wouldn't see it again.
So technically, it's pretty cool. Okay. Basically, yeah.
Like tech-wise, yeah.
Yeah, tech-wise, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's we're doing all the villains. Mm-hmm. The synopsis. Do you know the synopsis of the show, Bubby?
Yeah.
I'm not spoiling
I've seen
anything
videos of it.
Okay. So the show is they're going to bring out 3 bad guys, basically, and we're going to vote for who is the most misunderstood.
Right.
And we bring out Captain Hook. Then we bring out Cruella. Then we bring out Captain Hook. And then we bring out Maleficent. Mm-hmm. Okay? One of these is the clear favorite. Okay? And I'm going to imagine most of the time is the clear favorite.
Probably.
And then you have to vote which one you think is basically your favorite.
Right.
I'm going to imagine 95% of the time Maleficent wins that competition.
Probably, yeah.
Like, Cook is never winning it. Not once ever is he winning that competition.
Probably not. I've seen Cruella and I've seen hers.
The guy playing Hook looked like what is Bernadette's boyfriend on The Big Bang Theory? What's his name? Howard. He looks exactly like Howard Wolowitz in the hat and wig.
He's got a lot of prosthetics on his face as well.
No, not this one.
Oh.
It was Howard Wolowitz.
There's one dude that does.
Yeah, in the hat and the wig. And I went, huh. And then Cruella comes out, and she looks like a crackhead, just loose on the stage. And then Maleficent comes out, and she does her thing, and it's pretty good. And so I was thinking, oh, maybe they mix it up. You know, sometimes you'll get these 3 people, and then sometimes you get these. Because they have those other villains on Park, so they could do. Nope.
It's just those 3.
Just those 3. So you know if you're one of the other 2, you'd never win. You're like, I'll never win. Just once I'd like to be the winner of this damn thing. It makes it easy for the techs, though, because they don't have to do squat and all on that one.
Right.
So we did all that. We went to Toy Story Land. I made the mistake of trying to eat at Woody's lunchbox thing. That line was 100 miles long and didn't move.
The barbecue place, or
I think maybe, yeah. No, that's the what's their names? The other Jesse's, yeah, I think.
Roundup or something.
Did you use mobile ordering?
So we got in the line, and I'm like, oh, I can mobile order. Okay, so 2 problems with this. I can mobile order. Okay, I'll set this up. How long is my wait in the line? Oh, there's about 15 people ahead of me. When is the next time I can get food from the mobile order? Oh, an hour and a half from now. Perfect. But I said, I'll set it up anyway. So I put my card in, and I'm putting my debit card in, right? So I put my card number in, I put this in, then this in, and I hit submit. And he goes, that date, and my expiration date for my card is like 2031 is the expiration. And they're like, that's not real. I'm like, that's what it says on the card. And so I re-enter it a different way, and I hit it, and they're like, that's still not real. And I'm like, what's on the card? I can't help you with this.
Right.
And I was like, should I just put a pretend date in there? Would that make you happy? So I never managed to get the mobile pay set up on the damn thing anyway.
That sucks.
But yeah, it was like an hour and a half before I could get food from the thing.
But it's so nice because you can do it while you're in line for something.
Yeah. If I'd been
if
I'd been smart, I would have done that from the beginning. Yes. We ended up going over by Tower of Terror. They've got a little area there that has like hamburgers and French fries and pizza and all that stuff. We ended up eating over there.
We have a reservation for the cafe, the sci-fi
Okay.
diner, I guess it's called.
You gotta sit in the cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can do that.
So Slinky Dog was down, of course. Why wouldn't it be? So we didn't get to ride that. But good time in Toy Story Land. And then we go over to Hotel Tower of Terror. Okay, we have our little lunch, and then we go get in line. I've never ridden Tower of Terror, okay? But in my brain, like if I've been to other parks that have a ride that I thought was similar, where it is they take the little car all the way up to the top, and then the car slides forward, and then it drops on a track, and you go like, and then it kind of runs out, and then the car flips back up, and you unload. That's what I think Tower of Terror is in my head. Okay?
No.
And so I get on the ride, and I'm like, okay, here we go. This is going to be fun. And we get in the little car, and this is exactly how I'm picturing it happening. And then then I go, but there's no, like, restraints in this, except for the little seatbelt they give you. And that seatbelt is not, like, really that firm. Like, it's not, like, down. And I'm like, they're like, pull on it. I'm like, pull. And they're like, okay, you're good. And so we get going, and we go, and they have a show scene, so you get you get to see the ghosts. It's like a Pepper's ghost effect, and you see the ghosts, and then the car like rolls out, and then like does some moving around, and then it locks in. You're like, pa-chunk. You're like, okay, here we go. We're gonna drop, and it's gonna be fun on a bun. And then it starts going up, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna drop, and then that thing proceeds to go ape shit, just up and down and uppy downy, and then it like gets a running start down to do a running start up to try to whip me into the freaking mesh above me.
Yep.
And I looked at my picture at the end of that ride, and it's just me like floating, and my eyes are like real big, and I don't know what's going on. That ride is Crazy Town USA.
Yeah.
It was not what I was expecting at all.
No, I hate those kinds of rides, so I've only ride it once, and
so apparently, like each time is different. Like it has it randomizes each ride. So like sometimes you get you only get 1 or 2 uppy downies, and sometimes you get I got like 50 uppy downies, and I was so.
Let me tell you about when I rode it.
Okay, so this sounds like a terrible plan.
Well, I rode it when I was in high school, and I didn't get as sick in high school.
Gotcha.
And so I rode it, but back then they just had one giant lap bar.
Okay.
To go over your lap.
Now I did read about this. I did read, and there's like one seat that isn't like lap barred.
I don't know, but
okay.
The seat I sat on was a lap bar.
Okay.
And so I went for like a band trip. So
Right.
I was with like 3 people that I knew. And then we got on the same elevator as a basketball team that was in at Disney because they were having a basketball tournament
Right.
in Orlando.
Staying at the sports. Yeah.
Yeah. And so when I sat down and they pulled the lap bar down, it was tight on the basketball players.
Right.
But me and my 3 friends, like, literally were not in the seat once we started going up and down.
Right.
And terrifying. And you just slide all over the place. And
right. And it's like they're trying to launch you into the air. And I honestly think like the seatbelts now kind of like unclick a couple clicks so you get like more air.
Yeah. So you still feel that feeling.
There were a couple rides we went on that had lap bars, and I'm a bigger boy, and like Jordan would be sitting next to me, and maybe there's like another person besides us, and we go to click the lap bar down, and it doesn't go down as far as everybody would like it to go, and it goes click, and I'm like, sorry about this, you're all gonna die. Don't know what to tell you. I'll be fine though. So I rode Tower Terror, and I was actually terrified. That ride was scary as hell because I didn't know what was happening because it was not what I was expecting. Then we rode the Mickey's and Minnie's, which is just technically amazing.
It's fun, yeah.
Like I was tricked multiple times on that ride. There's also I had heard something excuse me, about there being you got to look for like a little crab in each scene. And I found them a bunch of times. Yeah. I was just looking for them. But the coolest room was one you went in, and it was like a factory. And like a factory thing's going on. And then like you just kind of turn around in the room, and then the room is suddenly not a factory anymore, but it's like a park with a fountain and stuff. And you're like, where did the factory go? Because it has like solid pieces like that they're projecting onto.
Right.
But those pieces just, I don't know where they went. That ride is kind of magic.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It took me forever to figure out how you, the explosion at the beginning, we walked through the
right
wall. It took me forever to figure that out.
Yeah. So we had a great time at that park. So then we took a day off when we were going to ride. So we're staying at Orange Lake Resort.
Did you get your lazy river?
We got the lazy river. Okay. So the wife was very excited about the lazy river. Amanda, I should have taken your advice and gone to that other one. That's a what do they call it? A associated property or whatever it is.
Oh,
Sister, something like that.
Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another one that's like affiliated with Disney that also has a lazy river.
Right.
So we go to the lazy river, and we get in it the first day, and it's fine. That's in the evening, like when we first get there. We just kind of go over and check it out and go around once or twice. The day that we had set aside for the lazy river day and kind of just hanging out at the hotel and all that, she goes to the lazy river early. And I'm going to go, and I drop her off, and I'm going to come back and join her around lunch. We'll have some lunch, and then we'll finish out the day out there. By the time I get there, she is done.
She's had enough.
She has had enough. So the problem is that this lazy river has like 5 bridges that go over top of it. Okay. And on each of these bridges, they have put 6 fountains that just rain water down on you. And there's no way to avoid this water. Like, you are going to get wet.
Yeah.
So all she wants to do is lay in the thing and float around in the lazy river.
That's all. Yep.
That's all she wants. Well, every time she gets to one of those bridges, because she's got her eyes closed as she's floating around the river, she gets waterboarded by the damn bridge every time. There's also like air compressed cannons that fill with water and then poop, shoot the water out at the kids as they're in the lazy river. But they don't have a rhyme or reason to them. They just fill up, and eventually it fills up and poop. She was so done. By the time we got done, she's like, I'm done with this place. Let's just go back to the room. I'm done. And so we packed it up and went back to the room, hung out in the pool that's right by where we were staying. Very nice place. It was like we got the cheapest room there is the 1-bedroom villa. And it has a full kitchen, full living room, dining room.
Nice.
Balcony, big bathroom, big bedroom. And we're right on a golf course. There's like 7 golf courses in this place.
Oh, wow.
They try to upsell me and try to get me to be do a timeshare thing and all that. So I was like, I'm good, thanks.
Be a member.
You could get a much cheaper rate if you were willing to sit through the timeshare presentation. And I was like, I really don't want to waste an hour and a half dicking with you guys.
I'll pay the extra.
Yeah, I'll pay a little bit extra. So then our next day, we're going to Epic Universe. Now, Bubby, you haven't been to Epic Universe.
No.
Are you guys going on this trip coming up?
No.
You should. Okay? Amanda, you been to Epic Universe, question mark?
No.
No. Okay. Epic Universe is Universal's newest property.
Mm-hmm.
And it is visually amazing. Okay? We go to Super Mario World. So we get there. We get, through the thing. Again, we're just a little before rope drop, so we get in line. We're going to go straight over to Mario because I'm told I got to ride the Donkey Kong ride first because it's...
break it down.
Well, it breaks down. We'll get to that. But it's also low capacity. It doesn't have a ton. It's not moving a ton of people, so the line gets long. So we head over there. And they also have the Mario Kart ride, and they have the Yoshi ride. So we get in line for Mario Kart. So there's no signage in this place, though. Is the problem. I don't know where anything is. Okay, and it's my first time at the park, so I can't be a good guide here, and I didn't watch any videos or nothing. And they don't have a paper map, which my wife is miffed about the second we get there, that she can't just get a paper map and carry it around with her.
Yeah.
And their app is no help at all either, because you pull up the little map on the app, and it doesn't have everything listed out for you and anything. So they could work on that. So we go to Mario Land. We get in line to ride Mario Kart. Okay, we're going to do the Mario Kart. And it's a VR kind of experience. So you get a headband, and you get goggles that kind of click over the headband, so they're not it's not like pink eye situation where it's going to be right up against your face. It's kind of offset from you. And we were the first group after rope drop. And we go in, we go through the line, we go down the line, and they're bringing in the cars. And these are the Mickey Minis and all this. They're little self-driving cars. And we stand there. And we stand there. And we stand there. And we stand there. Finally, the girl comes over. She goes, "We're just loading on some more cars so that we'll hit capacity here. And then we're going to get going." So I'm watching them load the cars. And then I watch as one of the cars comes into the station and proceeds to just fuck up the car in front of it. Just bang, just rams right into it. And I look at that thing, and then I look at the lady. I'm like, oh, God. Because I know they're not going to be able to just run this thing with that wild-ass cart loose in the business. So then we have to wait for them to send all the cars that they've now loaded up back around so they can unload this one wild animal car and then bring it back around. We were there probably 45 minutes. We were front of the line, first people there, 45 minutes before we got on the ride. And that ride wasn't fun.
No?
That ride is not that fun. It's like driving Mario Kart, but most of the stuff that's happening is in your VR goggles and not on the ride itself. And you're supposed to be pushing buttons and shooting things. But there's no rhyme or reason to any of it. And then I didn't even get a high score. So that ride, it's fine, whatever.
So probably more fun to just play the video game on big TV.
Donkey Kong ride was down, of course.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Go.
Did you ride Toy Story Mania?
We did not ride Toy Story Mania.
Did that park wrong.
I know. No, I am well aware that we did that park wrong and that we missed out on that ride. I did wait 10 minutes in line for the meet and greet that was right next to it by mistake. But I got more on that later.
So Amanda, do I need to go do that first?
I would.
I would too.
So it's really fun. And if you like it, then if you do it once, then you at least got to do it once, first thing. But if you want to do it again, then when you catch a low wait time later, you can do it again. But
yeah, see, we never got.
It's really fun.
With Slinky Dog down, we didn't get there. That line was always like an hour 10.
Right.
And we were on a low people day, which kind of sucked. But yeah, so I did screw up that, and I do regret not riding that.
Yeah, we didn't ride it last time, but I plan on riding it this time.
Okay. So then we go over Donkey Kong shut down, so we're going to ride the Yoshi ride. And I'm like, this might be a little kiddie ride, but it'll be fine, right? No.
Slow.
Oh, it moves at the speed of smell, Bubby. This ride, so it has the same kind of load as Haunted Mansion. Right. Okay.
Just always moving.
But barely. Haunted Mansion is moving at rocket speed compared to the Yoshi.
Yeah.
And I looked at my wife and I said, if anyone screws this up and makes this ride stop, they should be evicted from the park. Because it is barely moving.
Right.
And then you sit in it, and then you got 3 buttons. And you're supposed to, if you spot an egg, you're supposed to smash the buttons. The buttons do nothing. The buttons, I don't think, are hooked up to anything. I think they're just 3 like smooshy little things in front of you that you can push on. And you ride that thing in a circle, and then you get off, and you went, I'm glad I didn't have to wait in line for that. So then by the time we get over to Donkey Kong, it's up and running, and we ride Donkey Kong, and it's lovely, and we have a lovely time. Then we go over to the Dark Universe. Okay, this is the monsters,
Right.
and they got 2 rides over there. Okay, all these worlds are they're it's a brand new park. It's been open like a year, right?
Right.
So also everything in this ride is slightly broken and shut down at some point during the day. Because it's still a new park and they're still figuring things out. The carousel was down, and then we got there.
No.
We got there, and they were just opening it back up. And then the people who rode in front of us, so the first group that rode after it was down, rode it, and it went around twice, then backed up once and kicked everybody off. And we're like, that's not a very long ride. And then we got on it and got a full carousel ride. So I don't know what happened to those other people, but they got boned on that ride.
That's fun.
So the Dark Universe has 2 rides. It's got Time Traveler.
Right.
And it's just a smaller version of Time Traveler. And then it's got their Dark Ride, which is like the Harry Potter ride where you're on the arm.
Right.
To the point when you are in the queue, they have a mini version of it in the queue. And Igor, it says, this is the thing you're going to be riding it. And then he's got the stick in the little video, and he's just whipping that sumbitch around. Like, whoop-a-cha, whoop-a-cha, and it's flipping all over the place. And Jordan's like, it's not going to be like that on the ride, is it? I was like, no, it can't be like that on the ride. Spoilers.
It 1,000% is.
It's 1,000% that on the ride. That thing is...
They have those for me, for the people like me. It's like, you don't want to ride this.
They were like flipping it all the way on your back and like up and down and left and right while you're on your back.
Yeah.
All that shit happened. Every bit of that happened. So again, it's a Haunted Mansion load where they're just going by and you hop in your car and you go along. Once again, shoulder bars, problematic. So I go click, 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 and the guy looks at me, and apparently there's a light next to my head, and he goes, pull down again. And so I pull down a little more, and he comes over and he just shoves it, and he goes, all right, you're fine. And Mark's like, is he fine? And I'm like, it'll be fine. So that ride is probably the best ride they've got on that park. That ride is amazing. Okay? If you get motion sickness, you are going to throw up on that ride.
Yeah,
but it is fun. That ride is good. So then we had some lunch, and we head on over to Harry Potter. Okay? They got 2 things in Harry Potter Land. The end. Okay? Unless you want to go shopping. They've got a show, and they got a ride.
That's in the tent, right?
Yep, the show is in the tent. The show is actually really good. Cool. Worth seeing. It's Newt's Commander, and you get a bunch of animals, and there's a bunch of big animatronics, and it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Then they've got the ride. And it is another one of these on an arm rides. That, no single rider line, and that thing is 50 minutes for the wait. And you are going to suffer those 50 minutes. Like, the queue is amazing. The queue is beautiful to look at, but it takes forever.
You walk through the fireplace.
You walk through the fireplace right at the very beginning. That's the coolest thing you do.
Yeah.
Then you get in line, and you just... Near the end, there's like one animatronic elf that you get to see, which is pretty good, but we were already booking through that room by the time we got it because we were almost on the ride at that point. And then we get on the ride, and they load us up, and then we sit. And we sit. And we sit. And then the guy's talking to us, and he's trying to make it fun and blah, blah, blah. And then we sit some more, and then finally, here goes the ride. Amanda, let me just tell you right now, that is the ride to avoid if you're going to avoid any ride in the world. Because I got almost instantly motion sickness on this ride. Because you're riding on the arm, but they also have the video going by where the video is like whipping up, like you're going on an elevator.
Oh.
And so the video is going and I'm going, but they're not together. And I went, oh no. And I got real kind of nauseous on that ride. So we get done with that. I'm feeling kind of rough. I got a little bit of a headache. We head on over to How to Train Your Dragon. Okay? We're going over to How to Train Your Dragon Land. Check it out. I'm like, I need to get a drink. I was like, I need some caffeine. Put in some caffeine. I did not have any caffeine. We're going to need some caffeine. Get over there, get my drink, and I sit down by this like fountain thing they've got going on there. And I'm sitting there for just a couple minutes, and then a lady comes up. She does not work for the company. But she comes up and she goes, sir, are you okay? And I look at my wife, and she goes, "You're really red." And I went, "I think I just have a headache. I think I'm fine." She goes, "Okay." And Jordan goes, "I don't think you're okay." And I was like, "I don't think I'm okay either." I just had gotten, like, it was 98 degrees out there, and there's no shade on that park whatsoever.
None.
And I just got overheated. And so
I told you, where was your umbrella?
100%, we had that conversation as we were wandering around that place. I was like, I should have got the umbrella man that told me to do it, and I didn't do it. Should have brought the damn umbrella. I was like, I actually had looked at an umbrella hat too at one point, but
did you get dehydrated?
I don't think I was dehydrated. I just got I got the migraine, and then I got real hot, and so it's almost impossible to dehydrate me, Bubby, because I just constantly drinking fluids. So we hike it back out to the car. I'm going to sit in the car a little bit, and I kind of lay down in the car. And I know I'm not like in heat stroke territory because I am sweating up a storm. So I'm all right there, but it was rough. So we eventually just cut out of that place. But theming-wise, that is probably the most impressive park of them all. Like, if you're just going to see the theming of each land, they're all amazing. They've done a great job of that. In about 10 years, when they have added the rest of the rides into that park, it'll actually be a really good park.
And get some shade.
And get the trees growed, because there ain't no trees. You gotta let those things need to grow up.
Or put some canopies, some umbrellas.
Yep, something. So then we got one day left, and Jordan says, I want to go to Magic Kingdom.
Wait, you didn't see the fireworks? Because they had added fireworks to that.
No, it was like 4:30.
Okay.
And I was already like not doing good. So we went back to the hotel, and I crashed out for a while.
All right.
So then we were like, okay. She goes, I want to go to Magic Kingdom. I was like, okay, let's get tickets. And I go online to see what how busy it's going to be, right? Because there's a bunch of places you can see like what the attendance is going to be. And we are scheduled as a 1 for this day, okay? The lowest it can be. And I'm like, perfect, this will be fun. So we get the tickets. And Jordan goes, what time is, and so like later on that day, she goes, what time is the rope drop? And I go, I don't know, let's see. And I go, 8 a.m. And it closes at 6? What?
Yep.
Damn it, Bubby. This is your fault.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So apparently we were there on the Mickey's Not So Scary day.
But you should have had low wait times.
So we did have low wait times, in theory. So we get there. So we're like, okay, 6 o'clock though. If we get there at like 8:30, between 8:30 and 9, I didn't want to get there.
Lots of time.
We got lots of time to ride everything we want to ride. So we head on over to Adventureland. That's my go-to because I'm going to ride freaking
Pirates.
Nope, I'm going to ride Jungle Cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Because that line gets long, so I want to ride Jungle Cruise. Had a good skipper, had a good time on the Jungle Cruise. Get on Pirates, have a good time on Pirates. See the Tiki Show, loving it so far. Head on over to Tiana's. We're going to ride on Tiana's, right? We get in line for Tiana's. You go through the line, and then you go up some stairs, and then you're in the building now, and you're going to go down the ramp to get loaded onto the cars.
Yeah.
As we get into the building and start heading down the ramp, they break in. There's some rain coming. You might get more wet than normal on this ride, and if there's a bunch of lightning, we'll have to just shut her down, so just be aware of that. It was sunny as hell when I walked in that building. By the time we got down the ramp to get on the ride, it was kind of overcast. And I'm like, huh. But we say, we're going. So we get in there. This is one of the ones with a lap bar where I pull down the lap bar and I look at Jordan and I'm like, you probably won't fall out. You'll be fine. So we're like third seat back. There's a lady single rider in front of us. We start going on the ride. And because I am, once again, a slightly bigger boy, and everyone else I look around and everyone else in the log is tiny. The log is tipping slightly to my side. So we go up the first little thing, and we go down the very baby drop at the beginning of the ride.
Right.
That lady in front of me proceeds to get just soaked because the front edge hits that water and just whips every little bit of it onto her.
Yeah.
Just boosh. I'm like, sorry about that. So we get in there, and we hit the first animatronic, and it is broken.
Oh, no.
Tiana her mouth is broken, and one of her eyes is broken, so she looks like she's had a stroke.
Oh, my God.
And she's talking to me, and I'm like... And then the next animatronic is Big Louie, right? The alligator. Mm-hmm. He is 100% broke. He's just standing there. Not moving, not doing nothing.
Oh.
So then we ride the ride. Everything's fine. Jordan does get one of the drops. She gets a bucket of water right in the face, which was fun for her. Then we get to the end of it, and, they have the big party scene at the end, and Tiana's up there. Once again, broken. Mouth not moving, nothing. So you're like, just ride. And then the ride is 2 years old. And to have you opened with 3 broken animatronics.
I don't know if they opened, but
No, I mean, they opened that day.
That ride.
Yeah.
I rode that ride, and it was perfect.
Was it?
Nothing was wrong.
I would have loved that experience. Actually, it's a fun ride. It's a nice.
yeah.
It looks pretty. All the bits is fun. We had a good time on that. Now it's getting a little overcast, but we're good to go, right? We go over, check out Big Thunder Mountain, whatever. And we're going to go see Country Bear Jamboree. We're walking by. They're like, 2 minutes till we start the show. I'm like, okay, I'll go see some Country Bears.
Yeah.
We go in, see the Country Bears. Always a good time. Always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going by Hall of Presidents. And she goes, I want to see Hall of Presidents. And I'm like, I can use a nap. So we go into Hall of Presidents. Sometime during the 22-minute show that is the Hall of Presidents, the skies opened up and just boosh, here comes the rain. Okay, now up to this point, this is our last day in Florida. Up to this point, we've had like afternoon, like a rain shower in the afternoon. That's it. Like, 10, 20 minutes worth of rain, and then it's gone. So the rain just starts going. So we're like, all right, let's run over Pinocchio's. We'll grab some lunch, and then we'll hit. The rain should pass, and then we'll hit Haunted Mansion. We get over to Pinocchio, and the second we walk in the door, I'm assuming the carousel got struck by lightning because it was right on top of us. Just pachoosh, and everybody starts running into the buildings, and they're coming in with us. So I hop in line. Jordan's trying to find a seat. So so I get the food, and I come back, and Jordan has found 2 friends. So she had found a table, sat down, and this couple comes up and says, "Hey, are you guys? Is anybody sitting at these seats?" Now, Jordan's correct answer should have been yes, they are. But she said, no, they're not. So they sit down, and these people proceed to talk to me for the next 25 minutes as we're waiting for the rain to let up a little bit. So we made some new friends, which I'm really excited about. Jordan goes and buys some ponchos because we, again, didn't bring the umbrellas like Amanda told us to do. And we get in line for Haunted Mansion. Now, I love Haunted Mansion. Bubby, where are you at on Haunted Mansion?
I love it.
Amanda, I'm assuming it's in your top?
I don't know that it's in my top, but I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone knows Haunted Mansion, right? Mm-hmm. It's a continuously moving little thing. You get in your doom buggy, and it goes around in a circle. We stopped on that ride at one point through 5 separate announcements of stay in your car. The ride will be beginning again soon. Mm-hmm. And they turn off all the music and everything else going on in the ride while you're stopped. So it's not like the music keeps playing and you're still getting the experience.
Entertainment, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's quiet. And then the announcement keeps playing 5 times. I'm like, I don't know who messed this up. Like, is there no way that they can just make that thing go real slow to load in the people who have trouble getting in and out of the cars? Why do we have to stop the thing? Because it just kills the immersion of it.
Probably people in wheelchairs.
Yeah, but I'm saying, if you slow that thing down till it's just a crawl, so we're still moving technically, but here we are.
I don't know.
Had a good time, rode that. Then we head on over Carousel, but it's raining, okay? It is raining, okay? And this is not like a little bit of rain. It is raining. And that means that a lot of things are shut down. 7 Dwarfs Mine Train, shut down. Anything outside, shut down. Because we also have thunder and lightning in the area. So we're like, all right, let's go over to Little Mermaid. We can ride Little Mermaid. It's indoors. It says it's only like a 15-minute wait. We'll be great. So we hit the line, and that line is not moving. It is sitting still. Like, what the hell is happening here? And we're like 20 minutes in that line, and we've made like 1 switchback so far. And I'm like, this does not feel right. This ride is either down or something bad is happening.
Usually there's no wait for that.
So we're waiting, and we finally get to like the first corner to go like around the corner. And then I realize that we are not in line for the Little Mermaid ride. We are in line for the Little Mermaid meet and greet. And we have been waiting 25 minutes in that line for the Little Mermaid meet and greet.
Oh, no.
Which I want to meet nor greet the Little Mermaid.
No.
So then we have to like climb over the railings to escape the meet and greet and walk over to the actual ride. And we walk in and I'm like, oh yeah, this is all the stuff I remember. Yeah, this line's moving right along. Same exact experience as it's the same ride vehicle as the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Except it's a shell instead of a doom buggy.
Right.
It's the same experience. So we get on that, we get around, we get to Ursula, the big cool Ursula animatronic, right?
Yep.
Brum, brum, brum. Boo. Here goes the ride again.
Oh no.
And then here comes that seagull. He's talking at me. He's like, hey, stay in your car. Don't move anything. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. And they shut the music down again. So Ursula's still doing her little blue, 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 blue. But she's not saying anything and no music's playing. We're just waiting. And I'm like, and then finally, like, okay, the vehicle is going to start moving, everybody. And the vehicle moves. It goes 4 foot and stops again. And they go, hey, the ride's broke down again. Everybody stay in your seats. Stay in your seats. Stay in your seats. And finally, bloop, kicks back up and we move on again. Again, just killing the immersion. Like, there's got to be a better way.
Yeah. I understand sensors and stuff like that go out.
Right. So then we're like, okay, let's head on over to Futureland. Tomorrowland. And we're going to go. And Jordan's like, I'm going to ride Carousel Progress. I said, Carousel Progress is closed. She asked ChatGPT because she loves to ask ChatGPT shit. So she asked them, hey, is it going? And shut up. And it goes, yes, it's open. And she goes, it says it's open. I'm like, it is not open. And she goes, it says it's open. I was like, all right, I'll walk over there with you.
Nope.
So we walk over there, and it is closed as hell, of course.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to ride Tron, okay? Because that's the other big one in the area. We're going to ride on Tron. So I get in line for Tron. I walk up to the thing. The app says 45 minutes. I'm like, okay, I can do 45 minutes. We'll get through the line. By the time I get from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill, we have gone from 45 minutes to 75 minutes. And the first third of that queue, or whatever it is outside in the rain. So I'm standing out in the rain.
No.
Yeah, just standing in the rain. And Jordan's not riding. She's sitting in a snack bar eating. She got a root beer float. She's going to drink a root beer float. So I'm standing in the rain. My socks are soaked at this point. And I'm like, I am 53 years old. And I think I'm done. And so I go, I'm done. And I just get out of line. And I just make the sad walk of shame back down the hill. And Jordan's just sitting there drinking her float. I was like, I already want to do next. She goes, I want to go home. She goes, it's wet and I'm cranky and I want to leave. And so we packed her up. This was probably 4 o'clock by this point, so we only had like 2 more hours left in the day anyway.
Right.
Did you do PhilharMagic?
We did not do PhilharMagic. We did PhilharMagic last time we were there.
It broke down last time I was there.
Was it?
Yeah, didn't get to see it. Walked in, sat down.
Yeah.
And they were, I don't know, running pre-show or whatever.
Yep.
And then it just goes. And
oh, like you're in there, like it's going.
We're ready for it to start, and it doesn't start, and they go, well, we've got to evacuate. So never got to see it.
Okay, but you're going this time.
Hopefully, it's my plan.
Okay, but you guys are doing now. Are you going like? Are you rope dropping?
It's going to depend because the night before we have Mickey's Not So Scary. So
so you're doing Not So Scary beforehand.
yes,
And then you're going back to Magic
the
Kingdom.
next day, yeah,
Okay.
for a full day.
If you don't rope drop, I'm going to be very disappointed.
You need a rope drop, buddy.
You're committed. Don't be a Thor.
Don't be me.
You are committed to this vacation.
Yes.
Spend all of your time there. You spent enough money.
And you're
Also,
staying on
I'm
park.
not ever going with either of you. So.
Yeah. If I hadn't gotten super sick, we would have been fine at what you call it? At Epic. The rain got me at Disney. I was done. Let's see, but the thing is, like, you guys stay on park. This is the smart move. Stay on park, kids.
Yeah.
It costs more, but stay on park because you can just go back to the hotel, go back to your room, take an afternoon nap, and then come back.
But I don't always stay on park.
So, but are you like on an affiliate?
You just power through.
Okay, fair enough.
You get there for rope drop, and I have been at Disney from rope drop to midnight or really 1 a.m. when you finally get on a shuttle to go
Right.
wherever or get like to your car. And you just, you know what? There's a couple hours where you're a little sad about things, but then you go get a Mickey bar and you go and you watch like Philharmagic, or you go do an indoor activity,
Right.
and then you recharge, and then you just keep going.
Right. If everything hadn't been down, I think we'd have been good to go till they kicked us out. But the fact that like a lot of things were just not running too, and that made all the wait times like crazy long. Like a freaking Peter Pan was like 75 or 80 minutes.
You didn't do People Mover?
People Mover shut down. Couldn't ride it.
It's outside.
It's outside. I'd have ridden People Mover. That's another nice nap you could take.
I did watch a TikTok from Monsoon Day where people got trapped on the People Mover because it like when the lightning happened, I don't know if like the lightning struck something, but they were people just like sitting there like, this is, I guess, not the worst place to be trapped.
Right. Like, yeah, at least I got a roof over me. I mean, it's blowing on me a little bit, but at least I got a roof over me. So as we're leaving though, so we're packing it up. Jordan had spent the week looking for her Dooney and Burke Mickey Mouse ears. We never found them.
Oh.
They were out everywhere. As we're leaving, the people are coming in because at 3:00 they can start coming in for
4 o'clock.
4:00 they can start coming in. So they're lined up coming in. And there's a Spider-Man. We saw Spider-Man. I'm like, you don't know what yeah. And they're like yelling at Spider-Man, like, you can't wear that mask all the time. You got to take that mask off. And I was like, well, then he's not Spider-Man now, is he? If he takes the mask off, lady. There was a family dressed as like all the members of Ariel's family. So they had King Triton, and they had the mom was Ariel, which I think is a dick move. The kid had to be Flounder, and the little girl had to be Flounder, and the boy was Sebastian. He had a pretty good costume. So we saw a bunch of people in their costumes and stuff. So we get on the tram to leave. We get on the monorail to leave because we parked in Hero parking. And so we got to ride the monorail. And for some reason in my head, there is more than 2 stops on that monorail loop. There are not. There are 2 stops. And so we get to the TTC, which is the where you transfer and you go to parking and everything. And I just sit on the freaking monorail. And they go, okay, we're headed back to Disney. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to ride this. This is the only thing I rode all day that didn't have like a 30-minute wait. So at least this one is.
Didn't it stop at Polynesian?
Nope. Not if you're doing the one leaving from the park.
Oh.
You have to transfer and then it'll go back to Polynesian.
Gotcha.
Just like a subway, there's an express
Yep.
and a resort one. So he was on the express, not the resort.
I was on the
Gotcha.
express.
All right.
And so we ended up going around again, which was fine. But we had a lovely time. So
Which one goes around Epcot?
That's one of the other lines. So you got to get on that. You got to get on that line if you want to go. So we came back. We flew back, and so then we go to Sanford. We're spending the night in Sanford, and I can feel myself start getting sick in Sanford because I've been out in the rain. My socks are wet. All the kids, it's all catching up with me. So I start getting a little
All the germs.
all the germs. We get back here to the house. Amanda had graciously watched the house for us while we were gone. Did a great job. When I got home, Amanda, I don't know how you avoided this. I don't know how you managed to dodge this bullet. But today the hot water heater stopped working. So there was no hot water in my house. So I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, all right, I know how to fix a hot water heater, right? I just got to pull the elements, put the elements back in. One of them's probably bad. And mine, if the top one goes out, then the bottom one quits working for some reason. I don't know why, but that's how that thing is built.
Do you have to drain yours first?
So I got to drain it.
Yeah.
So I start draining it. And then I pull out the top one, and it doesn't look that bad. And I'm like, And I had voltmetered it to see if there's continuity. And the top one had not measured continuity, but when I pull it out, there was a thick, like, jumper of calcium built up on it that may have been shorting it out just slightly. So I knocked all that out. I had a new one. I had a new one sitting on top that I'd bought 2 last time I did this, and I only swapped out 1. So then I go to the bottom one to get that one loose. And the tank I thought had drained all the way out. And so I got the little, that little cheap ass metal thing that you put onto the hot water heater to get the elements out, that you just like put a screwdriver in to turn it. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. And so I go to the bottom one. That thing is rusted as a motherfucker. Just locked in there. And I'm like,
That's
And so I spend like 10 minutes dicking with that, and I'm finally like, nope. And I just drive to Menards, and I buy a big breaker bar, and I buy an 1.5-inch socket.
really?
Yeah, I bought an 1.5-inch socket, and I was like, I ain't digging with this no more. I got back, put that breaker bar and that socket on there, and I had messed with that thing, like I said, for 10 or 15 minutes trying to get it free, and was just struggling and sweating, and I'm already not feeling good. I put that breaker bar on with that 1.5-inch thing, and I went, and I like pushed down on it, thinking it was going to be a problem. No, thank you, spam. And that thing went whoop and just spun right around. I'm like, son of a bitch, you got to have the right tool to do the job. So I replaced both elements, right?
Did you spray anything to loosen?
Yeah, WD-40. I sprayed before I went, so that might have like kicked in while I was gone.
Yeah.
But now I got the breaker bar and the thing, so next time I have to do it, it's going to be easy. I'll just leave it on top of the hot water heater. So I get the whole thing wired back up, right? Fill the tank back up, turn the power back on, go to meter it, to make sure that everything's good. No power. I'm like, what the what? And so I'm like checking a bunch of places. There's no power. I'm like, the fuck is happening here? I'm like, so I kill the breaker again, and I pull the nuts off the top. I open up the top of it where the actual power comes in, and I pull that apart, and I meter there, and there's no power. I'm like, what?
How did you do that?
And so I go back to the thing, and I'm like, the hot water heater is on. What the? And then there's another smaller sub panel right next to it, and I look at that, and one of those things is just tripped.
Oh.
And I went, I could have just flipped the breaker. So I take. Oh, and so I had to pull the bottom one out, right? I did not drain the tank all the way.
No.
I drained that tank about halfway, is my guess, because then the heavens opened up, and I was just boosh.
Yeah.
All that water just poured on top of me, and I went, "Yeah, this seems about right." So I have hot water again. So bonus that, Amanda, you managed to avoid the hot water mishap there.
Nice.
So, did we get any? Scott wants to know: did we get anybody wanting Scott's boat?
No.
Nobody has written in. Now, this is a free boat that Scott will give to you if you take over for him on this boat. It's 100% paid for. He just doesn't want it anymore. He will give you this boat. So write in if you want a boat. I'm assuming no other emails as well.
No emails.
Okay. Bubby, got anything you want to do here at the end, sign off on? That was my adventures. We had a good time in Florida.
No.
Happy to be home. Happy to get all the... So we get home, right? Not feeling well, not doing great. We land. We got to go get the dogs, bring them back to the house. Jordan has scheduled a test drive for her new car at 4 o'clock on Monday.
The day you're coming back.
The day we're coming back. So we got to go out and do a test drive of her car. She can't get it yet because they're still working on the title on it, because you have to they have to register their title to CarMax before they can sell her the car. Blah blah blah. I don't know what's happening there. But yeah, we had to go do that, and then we had the whole hot water thing as well. So it's been a couple days.
Need a vacation from your
I need a vacation from this vacation is exactly right. But we had a good time. We had fun. Thanks to Amanda for watching the animals and keeping the house from burning down. So good time had by all. Folks, if you enjoyed this podcast, and I hope you did, you can check us out over at our website. It's allfishandchips.com. We are now 3 years into this experience, by the way. It just came around again. I had to re-up all the shenanigans for the podcast. So we're chugging along strong. If you are enjoying it, you can check us out over on our Facebook page. It's All Fish and Chips page and the group. Both of them will get you where you're going. Or if you'd like to write us and ask about Scott's boat or any other things, tell us about your trip to Disney. You can do that. It's allfishandchips@gmail.com. Or if you'd like to be, you want to help out the podcast just a little bit, you can do two things. One, just tell a friend about the podcast, have them listen to it, and then maybe they'll love it as much as you do. Other than that, you can head on over to Patreon, and you can sign up for our friend of the podcast tier. And if you sign up for that, then you will get your name read on every single episode of the podcast, just like Carol and Anthony and Jordan and KK and Sarah and Stu and our super user Ed, our mega level user Ryan, and our super duper user Caroline. So check us out over there. Having said all of that, my name's Thor.
Bobby.
Bye.
Bye. Remember, folks, no matter what you got going on in your life, it's all fish and chips. I didn't pass out or throw up.
I didn't cough a lot.
No. Like the sickness, the fever broke like while we were still in Florida. So now it's just like the aftermath.
All downhill from here.
All downhill from here. Those dang... Mickey gave me his freaking pestilence when I was down there. Bye, folks.